Starting Over at 57, My Journey from Debt to Financial Freedom. Today, I want to take you on a very personal journey, my journey of starting over at 57 years old. I'm a mom to the most amazing 15-year-old boy. And like so many of you out there, I am dealing with a mountain of debt, no real savings for retirement, and no real savings at all. And I know it sounds daunting. It is. It's also soul crushing and produces a ton of anxiety. This isn't the path I envisioned for myself, but it is the one I'm on. And I'm choosing to share this with you because I know I'm not alone. There are so many of us out there who are facing financial struggles, especially as we get older, and it can be really overwhelming. So, hi, I'm Eva, and I'm the founder of Fierce Rich Money. After 2 years of unemployment, I'm back in debt. I got out of debt before with using my plan, and I'm doing it again. This channel is about normal ways, like practical ways to get out of debt, not the weird extreme ways that litter the internet. So, let me be real. Life doesn't always go as planned. I work hard to provide for my son, but sometimes life throws you a curveball. An unexpected expense, health issues, job changes, the world shutting down, and you lose your job and the best job you've ever had. And before you know it, you're drowning in debt with nothing saved for the future. So that's where I found myself. And I got laid off in March of 2020, like so many others. Oh, and of course, I got laid off the day after I bought my car. So I did a lot of reflecting on my birthday, and I'm a summer baby, and I did a lot of reflecting for 10 days after my birthday because I ended up being one of those people who was affected by listeria. And I was home, and in the moments when I was convinced I wasn't dying, I had a lot of time to think. So, what do you do when you're 57, have a teenager, and are staring down at a future that looks financially bleak, right? You say to yourself, you have the privilege of starting over. You're going to make a plan. You're going to fight for a better life, not just for you, but for your child too. No, that's not what I said to myself. I said, what the heck? I used other words. What are you going to do? How did this happen? Like, I don't understand how this happened. I'm a good person. I always put the shopping cart back at the grocery store, and I'm not talking about Aldi's, so I get my quarter back. Oh my God, I spent 10 days like horribly sick, like urgent care sick. So I spent those 10 days reflecting on every single mistake I've made in life. Oh my God, and there were many. So by like day 3, I gave myself permission and grace to be a hot mess. I knew I had to go through this so that I had some hope to come out the other side. And look, I wasn't sure I was coming out the other side. Like between being sick and going over every single mistake I've made, like it was not a fun time. So there I am. I'm 57 years old and 10 days facing this overwhelming challenge. Like, how do I rebuild my life? How do I have to pay off debt. I need to create a secure future. Like, it's not just me, it's my son too. So, harsh reality check. I already knew where I was financially, which is why I started this channel, like to bring you along on my journey. So it wasn't pretty, and I know at my age with nothing saved for retirement and facing an uncertain future, and my son's 3 years away from college. All right, feeling overwhelmed again. So, anyway, so starting over isn't easy. Again, especially as you get older. But I knew I need to take back control of my life. So this journey isn't just about the numbers and finance. It's about rediscovering who I am, finding strength in the face of adversity, setting an example for my son so that he knows no matter how hard life gets, we can always find a way to move forward. And I need to find a way to move forward. And again, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and hopeless when you see those numbers staring back at you. You know, I remind myself I can't change the past, but I can control what I do next. And someone I follow on Instagram, and she always says, it's not the decision you make, it's the decision after that first decision that matters. And like it finally hit me like, oh my God, she's right. So, decision number one, I need to get out of debt. Duh. What am I going to do next? So that's when I decided that I'm going to focus on control of my present and future. So, decision one, get my life back on track, need to move forward. And number two, I need to discover who I am. And, I'm not just some 57-year-old in debt with no retirement and a 15-year-old. I'm a 57-year-old with a plan to get out of debt and save for my future and be true to who I am and rediscover who I am. You know what? I was once a fun person. I've done some really fun, stupid stuff and will probably continue to do so. So please don't tell my son. So he is also like my biggest motivation. And again, I want to show him it's okay to struggle. It's okay to face setbacks. You just need to start overcoming them. And I don't want him to go through any of this, but he needs to know that it can be done. So, and you know what? We need to build resilience. So I already did the next step of setting realistic goals, creating a plan. And you know what? My goal is simple: get out of debt, build an emergency fund, start saving for retirement. So those are, I guess, decision one. And decision two is how I'm going to do that. So, like I said earlier, it's not just the financial part. Like my mindset is like a big part of it. Starting over at 57, again, isn't just about the numbers, about resilience, hope, determination. There are going to be days where I feel defeated, and I know that, and I need to remember that's normal. There are going to be days where the weight of this seems like way too much to bear, and I can't give up, and again, it's not just me. So I need him to see, I need to be the adult in the room, which I hate being. So I also need him to see how to move forward when the cards are stacked against you. You know what? I'm not young. So it's been a few weeks since my 10 days of reflection, and the two biggest challenges I've been dealing with are guilt and regret. You know what? I used to beat myself up over mistakes and, the missed opportunities. But I've learned that forgiveness, both for yourself and the past and those decisions, is crucial. You can't move forward if you're constantly looking back. So I think I've finally officially made peace with my past, and I'm focusing on the present and the future. And I don't have some horrible past, don't. So anyway, so if you find yourself in a similar situation, please keep pushing forward. I hope you'll join me on this journey, because you know what? There's safety in numbers and there's strength in numbers. So, I think it'll be nice to do this with other people. So, here are 5 practical tips that are helping me. And please keep in mind the first 4 suck. 1, face your reality. Don't avoid looking at your financial situation. It's tough, but it's necessary. Number 2, set realistic goals. Start with small, achievable goals, and please celebrate every milestone because that is important. Number 3, create a budget, track your income and expenses. It's eye opening, and you know what? It is empowering. Number 4, find additional income, whether it's a side gig or selling unused items. Every single dollar helps. Now, number 5, which does not stink, prioritize self care. Your mental and emotional well being are just as important as your financial health. Take the time to recharge and to stay positive and focused. So, one of the things I did, I created a free printable. Well, I did it just for me. Like, isn't it cute? And I'm going to try to put a link in the box below, but I don't know if I don't know how to do that yet. So, but I am going to try. So it has percentages. It doesn't have numbers. There's a bunch of reasons why I do this. Not the dollar amount because it's nobody's business and you know what those dollar amounts are. So I go over that in other videos and in my course and the importance of, you know what, people don't need to know your whole life story. All right. So yeah, so I'm going to try to put it in the description box. If I can't, I'll definitely try to, it'll be on my website. Like it'll definitely be there. So it's cute, right? Like, look, it's a champagne bottle and the percentages. Look, I am not a graphic artist, so I did a good job. All right. Again, not a graphic artist. Although I did start in design school, but whatever. I love it. I think it's cute. I'm going to put it for you guys to be able to download it and, you know, use it. Right. So where am I? Please remember this journey is a marathon and not a sprint. It's about making consistent small changes that add up over time. If you stumble along the way, which you will, that's okay. Just like deep breath, pick yourself up and keep going. I have to keep reminding myself of that. So it's not me just being like, this is what you need to do. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, I hope it's that you realize it's never too late to start over. So listen, 27, 57, 77, we all have the power to change our life. And look, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And I'm here to share like every step of my journey with you, which I'm a private person, so like it's really weird to do it, but I need to do this. So, yeah. So it is because I am an introvert. So go figure. So that's it. I hope you got value from this. It's not the video I thought I would record. It's definitely, it's hard. It's, the whole situation's tough. And then to like publicly go through it is like really hard. So I hope that if you're going through this, you'll join me. And again, if we can do this together, that would be so awesome for both of us. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one.